What's up, guys and gals? Mirrormask here. Doing a video today on microphone quality and stuff, and how to get a really good sound quality out of a low-budget microphone. I have high-dollar microphones and I have bottom-of-the-barrel microphones. And one of the questions I get asked from time to time, I guess let me give you a little background. For those of you who are not subbed to me on YouTube and have never tuned into my live stream, I apologize right off the bat if my camera's a little choppy. I can't turn my lights on right now because I have them on the same surge protector as this particular microphone that I'm using right now. Now, the quality of this mic may not sound great right now, and I have it set that way for a reason, because later on in the video I want to step you through and you can hear in real time how the quality raises with each setting that I set. But right now the camera, little fuzzy, haven't moved the lights. It introduces a buzz into this microphone. As a matter of fact, I'll show you the buzz right now. I'm gonna turn my lights on, and a lot of you guys with cheaper microphones go out and you return your microphones because of this problem right here, and you can't figure out what it is. If you use the energy saving curly Q bulbs, or if you, let's see if it's picking up the noise right now. Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back off. If you use any bulbs that swirl, like for example, my softbox lights are big bulbs about this big and they swirl. Well, they create a whining sound that's picked up by your microphone. So you need to move them. Your lightings don't need to be on the same circuitry as your microphone and stuff. So that gets that problem out of the way. So if you have whining like this, that's what your problem is. If you're picking up ambient noises and stuff, I just talked to a live streamer who I watch a good bit every now and then, and she went out and bought a microphone, and it's not a high-dollar microphone or anything. I think maybe it was around $30 or something like that, and she wants to return it. And I told her, don't return it yet. Let me see if I can work with you and get your microphone sounding better. Because a little history on me, even though I have not been making videos longer than a year and a half, 2 years, something like that, I used to make videos on an older YouTube channel a while back, as well as I also used to live stream a little bit here and there when Own 3D was around. Right now my internet's not that great where I'm at, so I'm not able to live stream, but over the years I've helped many friends who stream, friends who make videos. Some streamers went on to be a little bit bigger, but I help them with microphone quality, with lighting quality, with overall quality of streams, with broadcast software like XSplit and OBS, custom settings to compress it better, to get higher quality out of lower bit rates and stuff like that. So I've been dealing with this stuff for years and stuff, and over the years I've kind of learned how to make cheap microphones sound really, really good. And over the years the software has gotten better and better and better, so that now I can make a video like this one and it'll be completely noob friendly. Like, you don't really have to understand the things that I'm going to show you in this video. You only need to follow the steps that I'm going to give you, and basically set it and forget it kind of thing. So let's get down to it. Like I said in the beginning, this microphone is not an expensive microphone. I'll tell you exactly how much I paid for it after you hear what I can make it sound like, compared to what it sounds like now, which, by the way, is not that bad. I'll go ahead and point out I have a ceiling fan running. I'm using a cooling pad on my G75. I've got a floor heater running over here, and I'm going to be quiet for a second and you guys see if you can hear any of it. You may be able to hear a little bit of it, you may not. But first things first, before I jump into all this stuff that you need, one major thing that you need to do is jump in, go to your microphone settings, go to levels, and turn the gain down. Turn the gain down. I usually run my microphones anywhere between 25, if it's a condenser mic, anywhere between 15 to 25. If it's a dynamic mic, around 40 to 50 gain, because that's all you really need. Because the way gain works is, think of it like a bubble. If you're using a cardioid mic style like this, think of it as a bubble. The more you increase the gain, the wider the area that it picks sounds up. The lower the gain is, the lower the area that it picks sounds up. Now, it doesn't mean that it won't pick up, noises away from it. They'll just be a lot fainter, and they're easier to weed out, and it'll pick up what's right here in front of it. So that's to get that out of the way. I know this is very common knowledge to a lot of people, but there's some people out there that they just want to turn their camera on and make a video, or they just want to turn their stream on and do their live stream. They don't want to get in and spend all this time learning this stuff. They just want it to work. You know what I mean? And that's okay. There's a lot of good streamers. There's a lot of good YouTube content creators that maybe they're not technical, but they make good videos and good content. So maybe this video will help them out. And some of the streamers that I've met recently that have asked me questions on microphones and things like that. Now, the second thing to get out of the way after you got that is to get it out of your head that you need a condenser microphone. You do not need a condenser microphone to have a good sounding microphone and a good podcast quality or a good stream quality or video commentary. A lot of people go out and they buy the Yetis. A lot of people go out and they buy the AT2020s or the Blue Snowballs or the Blue Sparks or higher quality USB mics, thinking that the higher quality is what's going to give them a better vocal sound. And that's not always the case. As a matter of fact, this microphone that I'm using right now is one of my favorite microphones. And it's a dynamic mic. One of the most popular podcasting mics out there, the Rode Podcaster mic, is a dynamic mic. Just like this is a dynamic mic. It works just as well. It's just not as sensitive as a condenser mic. But, okay, so that's out of the way. You don't need to spend a lot of money, and you don't need a high-quality condenser mic. A lot of people will tell you, go out and get a Yeti, but you don't have to. Matter of fact, you can get a good-sounding mic for under $30 shipped. And I'll show you that mic a little bit later in the video. All right, so 2 pieces of software that you're going to need for this particular style. And this is one of the more easier methods to get a good quality sound from your microphone. Pick up virtual audio cable. Now, these 2 pieces of software, I'm not going to recommend you go out and get pirated versions of them or anything like that, but I will say that versions do exist that you can pick up and you don't have to pay for them. I'm a huge advocate of supporting the people that make these things, so if you want to pay for it and pick it up, that's what I recommend. But like I said, there are other ways to get these. So virtual audio cable, you'll need that. Go ahead, get that, install it. It's a very quick install. And what that'll do is that'll give you this right here, line 1 in your recording and line 1 in your playback. It creates basically a virtual cable. That's why they call it virtual audio cable. The second software, and you don't have to use this, but this is what I currently use. I used to use Reaper, but I find this to be better because it has better presets to it. Pick up Adobe Audition CC or Adobe Creative Cloud. This, by far, out of all the softwares that I've tested, is probably my favorite for getting a good microphone sound without really having to do much to the settings. You basically just enable them and it works. And that's, that if you're watching this video, that's what you want. You want something that's super simple. You turn it on and it works. So pick up virtual audio cable and pick up Adobe Audition CC. I recommend CC. Okay, after you have that, all right, where we're at right now, we've turned the gain down on the mic. We don't have a super expensive mic. This will work with headset mics. I've made mics anywhere from several $100s all the way down to a $5 Walmart mic. Sound, good to listen to. So we'll go ahead. I've already got it opened up, and as you can see, it's already processing right here. But the steps that you'll do once you have Adobe Audition is, and I'm not going to go through it because if I go through the steps all the way, it'll disable my mic for a second. You won't be able to hear me talk. But I will just be quiet and kind of show you in the parts where it'll probably mute my mic. So first thing you'll do is you'll go here, you'll go to New, you'll create multi-track session. And when you do that, you won't see these bars right here moving or anything like that. You'll just see the screen without the bars and without all this stuff right here. What you'll do then is you'll go to File, or not File, excuse me, you go to Edit, you'll go to Preferences, you'll go to Audio Hardware, and hopefully it's still recording. Yes, okay. For default input, you'll put your microphone, the one that you want to use, whether it's a Yeti, whether it's a headset mic, whatever it is, you select it there. For the default output, you'll select line 1, virtual audio cable. All right, once you have that done, then you'll go up here to this first track, because this is what it'll be on. You'll click the R and it'll turn red and say arm for record. Now, you're not actually going to be recording anything. You're just going to be using this as a live filter, basically. So you click the record and then you click the I, which is monitor input. So what that will do then is when you're talking, whatever your microphone picks up, the software will monitor it and allow it to go out the monitor line, which you have set to line 1. So in a simple diagram, here's what you've done. Think of like a cord, okay? And audio comes in one side of the cord, goes through the cord, and into the speaker, or into the broadcasting software, or into whatever it is that you're doing. Well, what you've done now visually in a simple way is you've put a bubble in the middle of the cord. So the audio comes in your mic, the bubble's there, that's where you're going to filter it, and you're going to send it out the other side of the bubble, which will be line 1. That's just a very basic, simple way of looking at it. Okay, now down to the good stuff. Once you have gotten this far, all you're going to need to do is go right here to presets, where effects rack is right here. You'll go to presets, and then in the drop down you'll select podcast voice, and that's all you need to select from there. Then it'll give you actually it won't start out with 3 adaptive noise reductions. Yours will look like this. It'll have 1 at the top, and then it won't have the de-esser on there as well. So you'll have the adaptive noise reduction, speech volume leveler, dynamic process. It'll populate these on its own because of the preset. But what you'll want to do, depending on your environment, mine's a loud environment. You can't really tell it right now, but that's because I've set my stuff properly. So once you've got that done, what you might need to do is add some additional adaptive noise reduction. So to do that, you'll click on one of these little arrows right here where my mouse is. You'll click that and you'll go to noise reduction / restoration and just select adaptive noise reduction, and you'll just leave it where it is, it won't show you this. It'll show a black box, I believe. Let me see if I can move this so you can see it. Yeah, this is what the window looks like. I don't know why that black box is in the center of my screen right there. I have no idea, but I can see it on the recording. I don't know why that's there. But you'll just close that. You'll just click the X. It's been added. It'll be red. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove this right after I show you how to get it to the top. You just grab it and you'll just drag it. You see it highlighting the boxes? Whatever box is highlighted, that's where it's going to. So I'm going to move that. And that's how I got 3 up here instead of 1. Then at the bottom down here, where de-esser wouldn't be there for you, but how you add de-esser, and what de-esser does is like the the S sounds. That's why it's called de-esser. It kind of tries to remove that particular frequency that the sounds are contained in. So you would do the same method, click the arrow, then you would go to amplitude and compression and go to de-esser. Now, you'll select a default, not default, you'll select a preset here. Now, don't let the female voice and male voice, don't let that fool you, okay? It doesn't, just because you're a female, you may have a lower, deeper female voice. So you don't necessarily want to just jump in and select female voice de-esser, because the range, the frequency range that your S sounds are created in might not necessarily fit into that frequency range. So just think of it as voice de-esser. Don't put a male or female at the beginning in your mind. The way you'll tell which range you're in is when it's on default, just kind of make some S sounds. See it popping up right here on mine? Well, hold on. Excuse me, the black box is there. Right here in this little, where my mouse is, watch it. You see, it's in this range right here. So I don't want default. For me, male de-esser would be right in this kind of general area. Female voice de-esser is a little lower, if you notice. You see? See, my S's are way over here. It's not in that same range. So for me, I'd want the male voice de-esser. That's closer to where I'm at. Okay, now I'm going to take that off because I already have it. So now our chain is, in my particular case, it may be different for you, I have 3 adaptive noise reduction, speech volume leveler, dynamic processing, parametric equalizer, hard limiter, and de-esser. You don't necessarily need to know what all these do for it to work for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a phrase. I'll just say, today is Friday. I'll just say that. And I'll turn one effect on at a time. And you'll hear how it gradually starts shaping my voice to a very pleasant kind of voice, a very clean sounding voice, a very radio friendly, podcast friendly, live stream friendly, easy to listen to voice. So here we go, without any effects. Today is Friday. All right, I'm going to turn on each one of these effects one by one and say the phrase. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. All right, now all my noise reductions are on. So when I'm quiet, it's absolutely quiet. You can even see the bar at the bottom isn't moving. And this bar right here, when this moves, that's what they hear. Okay, now we're going to start shaping the voice. Today is Friday. 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 And now my voice is shaped to a very warm toned voice from a very inexpensive microphone, a very good quality sounding voice. Now, the microphone that I'm using is the CAD U1 USB dynamic microphone. To get this shipped with 2-day shipping to my door, I paid $24. It is a very inexpensive mic. You can pick it up on Amazon for as low as $22. I've seen it cheaper. If you don't mind using a used microphone, because a lot of people may return it, they may get it and have some lights like this and got the whistling going on in the background and think their microphone's broke. Or they may be picking up a lot of ambient air noise. When air moves around a microphone, it creates a kind of sound. And they may think, oh, cheap microphone is broke, return it. Even though there's nothing wrong with the microphone. They just haven't set it up properly. So I know this video has gone on for 21 minutes. I know it's long, but some of this stuff just, it's not as simple as turning a video on and someone in 2 minutes time says, okay, download this, turn this on, and ta-da. You need some type of explanation. Maybe it doesn't need to be detailed, but you need to see it in action. You need to see it stepping up. You need to understand that it really can work with a cheap microphone because you just saw me do it in real time with this software with a $24 USB microphone. It's plastic. The microphone, it's not even a metal microphone. It's plastic. The only part that's metal is the grill. That's it. It's got a built-in pop filter, but the grill is metal. Everything else is plastic. The whole body is plastic. The switches are plastic. The damn screws are plastic. The whole thing is plastic, but it sounds like $1 million now. So I hope this video has helped you guys out. For those who are struggling with the whole microphone thing, because the reason we go out and buy condenser mics or Yetis or AT2020s or ATR 2500s or snowballs or Samson meteors or meteorites or is because we want to sound good. We want to sound good, and we want to sound to some degree professional. Because a lot of us, that's why we make videos, is we want to teach people or we want to show them something. But if you come across sounding like this, okay, today we're going to talk about something, nobody's going to watch the video. They're not going to stay and watch the live stream because it's annoying. Another good thing to do, like when you're doing this with your microphones, another good thing to consider is, if you have friends who live stream or friends who make videos that you're featured in, maybe you don't stream yourself, but you want to sound good because you hang out with them on their live stream. I can't tell you how many live streams I've tuned into or how many videos that I've watched where they have friends of theirs, that join in on voice chat or something like this. And it sounds like it sounds like crap. And I don't want to watch their stream because their friends' microphones don't sound good. They're annoying, they're crackly, they're whining, they're whistling, they're just horrible, they're too loud, they're too, the gain's too high. It just sounds like, oh my God, turn left. It's just nobody wants to listen to that, so that's one thing to consider. Maybe you want to use this fix for your headset mic. Maybe you don't want to sound as good as me right now, but you just want to sound better than what you sound because maybe you've had people tell you like, dude, your microphone sounds like crap. Or like, man, I don't want you like talking when I'm making a video because your microphone's not great. If it was better, or if you went out and got a better, or as most people would say, if you went out and got a Yeti, or if you went out and got a 2020, then you could be in my videos and stuff. But no, you don't have to. $24 plastic mic. So I hope this video has helped you guys out. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Leave any questions below. Like I said earlier in the video, it's not just microphones. I mean, if you have chroma key or green screen, as most people call it, questions on how to key out colors properly, how to do this, how to do that, how to do microphone stuff, how to do, audio stuff with the live stream, feel free to ask. I mean, I'm one of the most down to earth people in the gaming community, and I used to just think I was just me, just me being me. But I've had so many people tell me that I'm one of the most down to earth, helpful people that it's gone to my head. That's all I can say. So ask whatever questions you'd like to ask. I will definitely make sure to answer them. I know this, like I said, this is a $24 microphone. I know it's not the greatest mic, but it's my favorite mic. And I own Yetis. I own AT2020s, ATR 2500s, Meteor mics, you name it. I've got like 4 or 5 condenser mics, and I love this mic. This is it. I love it. It's super inexpensive. If it breaks, I just replace it. If something goes wrong, I just replace it. I could buy 5 of these mics for the same price I could buy a Yeti for. So that should tell you right there. But to answer your question, I don't want to call you out because you didn't tell me if it was okay or not. But you know who you are. The one live streamer who streams Guild Wars 2 all the time. You know who I'm talking to. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. I hope this helps you out. So you guys take care. I will see you in the next video. And keep in mind, I'm moving to Toronto December 4th, so I will hopefully have my stream up very soon afterwards. And I am super excited to get back into streaming. So you guys take care. Peace.